Hey guys, it's Fiore Freeman from Operation Mainland, and today I'm going to share a video with you of the third example of a build out that I did for the abandoned land real estate project. So this is going to be a short video because, well, you'll see why, but I didn't have to do a ton of work, which is great. I love when that happens. So this is the abandoned land parcel that I purchased in Oslar. Oslar is a mainland region, and you can see I got a parcel here that's on Roadside, right next to that road texture that I was talking about in my last video that you might remember. You can see here that this is not a square parcel, which is kind of ideal, I think. I think square parcels make it easier to build if you're not very experienced. But when I turn my property lines on here, you can kind of see it is right along the road. The road is a diagonal road. And when I pan back, you can kind of see that it's sort of like a triangle shape. And I have landscaped around it. Now, the cool thing about this parcel is my neighbor is actually super cool. So originally, I got the abandoned land parcel that is right next door to hers, and she sent me a message asking if I would be willing to trade. She owned one parcel over, and she wanted me to trade parcels with her. They were exactly the same, 1024, the whole idea, but she didn't know that you could actually purchase abandoned land. So when I got my ticket back and it said that I could purchase the land, ultimately the goal here is to help mainland residents make beautiful spaces. And if you come by this spot, you can see that she's a really talented builder and she's done a great job helping make this side of the road look great. So I just swapped the parcels with her. It didn't affect me really. My parcel was also a weird triangle shape. By me swapping with her allowed her to join her two parcels together, and it was just more helpful for her. So I swapped with her and she was pretty happy about that. So another good reason to be a good neighbor on mainland. You want to be able to get along with your neighbors, so I just did it. It didn't really make that much of a difference, and I hadn't started building anything yet. So here we go. This is how I ended up with this parcel. Let's talk a little bit about this cottage. This cottage was made by, is it Marcthur? Marcthur residents, Marcthur. So we're going to say Marcthur. Marcthur, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I really apologize. I'm actually a customer of his. I've been purchasing sculpts and meshes from him for many years. He's a very talented creator, and he's the guy that created this cottage that you can see here on this plot. So I happened to stumble across his listing and ended up going to a store, and so that's why I'm taking this break here to show you. I'm at his store now. I'm going to walk around through some of the cottages that he has for sale here, and it landed me. This one is actually my very favorite, and the reason I didn't use this one on mainland is because it's got a lot of scripts happening with it. It's got like scripty water and a cool turny water wheel, and there's another cool watery wheelie spinny thing on the inside. So I don't know. I wanted to go with something really simple for my mainland parcels, but honestly, I'm going to come back here and buy this one too because I love it. So let me take you inside. Here's the water wheel. Isn't it adorable? Doesn't it look so good? Man, he's talented. And so everything that you see here, that whole square with the moss and the rocks and stuff, all of that comes with this cottage. So in this cottage, you can go through, and he uses the cool door scripts to open his doors so you don't have to click on anything. They just open. Oh, somebody left a window open. Let's close that up here. Bam. Okay, good. All right, so here is the inside, and he's got great textures. Oh, another window. No flies. We don't want flies in here. Okay, so let's go upstairs so I can show you what it looks like up here. Gosh, his walls look good. I love the ceilings with the wood planks, and this cubby over here is super cute. Ooh, there's a door. Oh, cool. Look, you can come out and look at the top of the water wheel and where the water goes. And look, even the metal looks kind of like rusted on the floors and the bars. That looks so good. Man. And his texture work on the rock I really like too. So, okay. All right, so we're inside. We're in the upstairs. Let me go back downstairs so I can show you guys what the basement of this structure looks like. And I think he just really thinks of everything, which is what I love about him as a builder. Here's down here in the basement. Look at that sink, man. So back in the day, they would put like corn and stuff under those big stone things. And as the water turned the water wheel, it would turn the stone on the top and grind it so they could make flour meal. And you can see the controls that I just kind of skimmed by. Those are the controls for the house. And here's a door that goes back out. Okay, so this is the side of the house. And so you have this entryway on the outside. So perfect for a little mainland plot that if you want something like that, or if you have like a fantasy sim that has that Tudor look, man, that would be a great structure to have there. I love them. This is another good one. So let's look through this one really quick. This reminds me of like an old historic house that's been acquired by a small town or something like that, and they're using it as like a museum. I don't know if you guys have done anything like that. It kind of gave me like a lighthouse feel of this lighthouse I visited a couple of years ago. So big open metal doors. You come in, here's a porch. I love myself a porch. So you could put some great stuff out here. Let's go inside. Okay, here's the inside. Texture work on these walls are unbelievably amazing. Man, that wood looks good too. Let's go upstairs. And so you can see it's got that chain, like it would block the stairs off if you didn't want people to come to the top. Just a really nice detail. And if you look up at the ceiling, check it out. Really nice metal pipes, different like beams and stuff. Really cool ceiling. So let's go out here. And here's a porch, another porch. 2 porches this house has got. Epic view of his cool store. And then if we go inside, yep. Okay, then we'll go back downstairs. Now, it feels to me like there's a basement here, but I don't see another door. Look at the texture work on this wood, guys. I don't see a way to click or anything like that, so I'm going to go out and like, I thought I saw a door leading in from the outside, so I'm going to go look and see if I'm crazy. Fee and her sassy walk. Okay, yes, I was right. There's a door. Okay, so let's click the door. Cool. So it's like a dungeon. Marcthur, I don't know what that weird thing is, that metal thing you've got over there. This, let's see. This looks like some sort of, I don't know where this would go. Maybe this would go to like mines or something, or like an, like a, I don't know, like some sort of dungeony cell place or something. I don't know. Cool though, in case you need to get your torture on or something like that. Really cool structure. And all of his structures are really cool like that. So you can see that he's got a bunch of different types. So if you wanted to come and explore his spot, at the top there you can see the SURL of like where it is. The sim's called Isle of Paradise. And you can just come over here and kind of explore his different builds and purchase them right there if you wanted them. There's the cottage that I bought that I'll talk about here in a minute. And then here's his other stuff. So he was a big sculpt dude back in the day, and I think he makes mesh and stuff now. So he makes builder packs, and you can purchase these builder packs, and if you know how to use a program like Photoshop or GIMP, you can customize these items and make them, you know, whatever you want them to make. And then you can like add animations to them and sell them on Marketplace or whatever. So this is a really good way for you to make a little bit of extra linden or practice your building skills. It's not a Mainland store. Marcthur, you need a Mainland store, man. All right, so let's go back. Okay, cool. All right, so here I am. Here is the parcel that I built out. So I didn't really have to do a lot of work. You can see that everything is kind of all together. It's 105 prems with everything that I've connected to it. But let me show you what it looks like on Marketplace, because I think it'll give you a better idea of what all is included in this piece that I purchased. So I purchased this piece from the marketplace as a full perm cottage. And when I say full perm, that means I have full permissions to do, I can modify it, I can copy it, and I can transfer it in SecondLife. So full perm developers, or developers in general, don't want you to give your stuff away that you've already purchased. And I know some people in SL do this. I really don't. I think it's a big deal, and I try to, as far as Fury Fremen goes, she doesn't give away stuff that she has purchased full perm. And the reason is because I want to make sure that I give respect to the builders that spent the time in making this thing. And so you can see that I did purchase this cottage from him for $7,200 linden, which is about $30 USD. It's kind of a lot, but my plan here is that I'm going to use this item over and over and over again with these parcels. And you can see it comes like already landscaped. It's great. And so because it's so easy, and because I plan to use it many times, my plan is that I will quickly make back the investment for it. And at the time of this video, I've already sold it twice on 2 parcels. So I set it to transfer only permissions and include it in the parcel when a resident purchases the land, and I've sold it twice now. So I haven't quite made up the money that I spent, but it's only been I think it's like a week and a half since I did, maybe 2 weeks since I started this whole project. So I'm okay with that. If it takes a month or 2, it should be fine. So that's that. But so in his terms, his full perm terms for this item, he doesn't really say that you can do this. He doesn't really want you giving it away. And even though I'm not giving it away, it's coming with a parcel of land. And so I wanted to make sure that it was okay with him that I'm selling this parcel of land and that I'm giving a transfer only version of his cottage when they've purchased the land. So as you can see, I wrote a note card and sent it out to him, kind of explaining what Operation Mainland is and what I'm doing and why I want to use his cottage and why I don't really want to change anything about it because it looks so good, and gave him some different examples of other parcels I had built out and sold and different videos that I've made to kind of give him an idea of what this would be used for. And then he did get back to me. It didn't take him very long, actually. Let me think. He sent an IM. That's what it was. So let's see here. He sent an IM, and you can see that he gave me permission to do what I was talking about, to sell the cottage with the parcel for transfer only permission. So you can see here that you can do it. And then he gives me a copy of this document. It's an image that he wants me to use for proof. And then you can see I tell him thanks. And then I told him I would talk about his stuff and plug him in my next video. So that's what I did earlier. So now you can see with everything linked, it's a total of 105 prems, which is amazing. And my total build out for this parcel was 138, and that leaves 213 available. So if somebody wanted to drop a skybox or something in the air or furnish the house, they have plenty of prems to do that. So this parcel's all done. So if you're interested, come on by. I actually discounted it, so it's 2,000 linden for the parcel with this awesome house and everything with it. House is transfer only permissions. It will profit me a little around 900 linden, which is not bad. Not bad for finding an abandoned land. So anyway, if you're interested, come get it.
Come and get it.